Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I want to share with you guys my first build in Cyberpunk. It is with the new Phantom Liberty update. I have been playing it quite a lot. I just recently finished it and I've been playing it so much that I want to start making builds for you guys and replay through Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty over and over and like see all the different endings and see all the different dialogues and everything. And we'll be featuring a new build every time we go through. This one that I'm sharing with you right now, I have dubbed my Smart Runner. Basically, we're going to be a Netrunner with smart submachine guns. I mean, the submachine guns are really just there for roleplay purpose because you're like a hacker and you can hack people and your guns track everybody and you're like just, you know, full cyberpunky Netrunnery. But pretty much you'll be killing everybody with your Quickhacks and everything. And I've got like a 4-shot combo for you guys I'm going to share in the video. And it's going to wipe out everything. I one-shot cyber psychos with this. I can kill the Militech guys. It just eats through everything. We are playing on very hard, by the way, and pretty much every single boss I have come across in the game has been a one-shot, except for the max tech guys. They are not a one-shot because some of them you can't do the combo, like not all the cyberware works on them, but you still kill them eventually, and it's really strong and just it's insane. If you do like Netrunner and smart guns, this is the build for you. So without further ado, let's just hop straight into it. Now all the stuff I'm going to show you guys is completely maxed out, but you just use the same thing at whatever tier you can get it at. I believe some of them will just change, like the cyberware. I mean, the actual quick hacks will change at the different tiers. They have a little few things different, but eventually your build is going to look something like this. So just go have a look at the character tree. We have 18 in body. Now this I actually wanted to play around with and take some out of body and put it into cool, as we don't really need anything more than, I believe you need like 15 to get to this point. So we could take out those extra like 3 points or whatever, put them over in cool and play around over there. But now while we are at body, we might as well check these points out that we grab. Yeah, we just grab the first row here, just really for some health regen against everything and some mitigation chance and stuff when we use our blood pump cyberware, which we will be using in this build. So just some health regen and stuff. And then we do have adrenaline rush over there just for some more max health regen, as our build is going to really rely on max health and health regen to be spamming our quick hacks, as we're going to be using overclock, which I'll explain once we get to the entry. And then Juggernaut over there is just a little bit more damage and movement speed. Very nice while you have adrenaline up. And then let me go back. Now I'm going to show you guys the intelligence. This is probably the most important tree, and if you are leveling up, I would highly suggest coming to intelligence first and going straight up to grab yourself overclock as fast as you can. As you see there, it gives you RAM recovery rate, quick hack damage, and then unlocks overclock mode. If you have Cyberdeck installed, press E to activate. In this mode you can use quick hacks even with insufficient RAM, but each RAM unit over your max costs 10 health instead. So you'll be using your health to actually do this, and then with the blood pump and the stuff over in our other tree, we'll be killing stuff, regenerating health, and it's just like an endless cycle of you just murdering everything. And with a quick hack we have, it's actually going to increase the time that overclock lasts. As you see, the duration is 14 seconds and the cooldown is 30 seconds. But we have a quick hack, I believe it's short circuit. We'll see when we get to the quick hacks that actually increases the time. No, it's sinus burnout by 5 seconds each time you kill an enemy. So pretty much you'll go through a whole camp and just kill everybody before it runs out. You have to deactivate it yourself before it actually runs out. That's how OP this build is. So I'll have this all down below in a build planner for you guys, but we'll just have a look at all the trees of here. On the right, yeah, car hacker, you can just pick that up much later on, and this is all with your smart SMG stuff. This stuff I wouldn't suggest picking up until much later as well. So you really want to focus on going up the middle here, grabbing your overclock, and then once you grab overclock, you can even come to the left of here and start working your way up to the Q mastery, as this one is not that important for the spillover. It is nice when it spreads over, but most of the time you'll just be killing one target, moving to the next one, queuing up your 4 quick hacks, killing that guy, moving on to the next one, and so forth, like a domino effect. But it is nice to have all of those points. So that is what our entry looks like. Not going to cover every single point, as we'll take the video to an extreme length. Then the next most important thing is in the technical tree, you want to get Edge Runner. This one is really important once you get to the late game, and you'll be getting all the like really cool cyberware and stuff. It's going to cost you a lot of cyberware points, so to say, to equip them. So getting Edge Runner helps you really get into that point there where you can see that it allows you to exceed your cyberware capacity by up to 50 points. At the cost of max health per point. Now you would say that obviously taking away max health is not good because the build does rely on health for the overclock, but we don't chip that far into Edge Runner. It just really helps us to get into the edge with all of our skills. So that is cool to keep in mind there. So come down the tech tree, grab your Edge Runner, as well as these other perks is there just to help you a little bit more with some cyberware stuff. And then what do we got? Intake, body, reflexes. This is mainly just again for your SMGs, as well as with submachine gun fun. It's really good to shoot your SMG and then don't actually reload it once you're out of ammo, or once you're really close to ammo being out. Then you just switch over to your next SMG and it'll be reloaded and ready to go. And the SMGs we do use for this build, let's go ahead and look at our build. We are using the Warden SMGs, smart submachine gun. Just get the best ones you can. You can actually start crafting these eventually, just whatever tier you can, upgrade them, use them, and then mods as well. You do get a really cool mod later on. I believe once you start Phantom Liberty, it's like really early on, you can actually make this mod with something that happens. I won't spoil anything, but you can make this mod. And as you see there, it can be unequipped, so you can take this out. I mean, it's only a 5% chance to apply a quick hack effect, and the effect type depends on the body part hit, and with it being a smart machine gun, it's just going to go for whatever it wants. So that is it for our weapons, our character. Now let's actually have a look at our cyberware, as this is where all the magic starts. We'll start with the operating system. We pick up the Netrunner Ripper MK5. Just whatever you can get with the similar stats like this earlier on in the game is when you get. So with that max RAM increase, as well as the 40% damage with combat quick hacks when immediately followed by a non-combat quick hack in the queue. 15% weapon damage, doesn't really matter too much, and then allows you to perform quick hacks on enemies and devices while scanning, that we all know. And when activating overclock, automatically upload reboot optics and weapon glitch to all enemies within 8 meters. Most of the time you'll be far away from any enemies, so this won't actually apply for you that often. But that is the operating system we are using. And then for the eyes, we have Kuroshi optics over there. This one just shows me the cameras and turrets. I like this one because I can then go ahead and hack through the cameras, hack the turrets, and then I can just kill everybody from the cameras without even setting foot in whatever building it is that I am going up against. As well, this also does have bonus stealth damage, which we'll be using stealth a lot in this build, and quick hack damage. You really just want to pump in any quick hack damage you can get on any and all of your cyberware and everything like this. And a really good place to get all of this new cyberware is right here in Dog City. As you see there, cracked software. This dude really has some of the best stuff. I got all of my stuff from this Netrunner. Is right here in the stadium. This is pretty early on your unlock. I believe this is how you come into Dog City, or whatever it's called. I forgot, Dogtown. But yeah, that is the new guy. Grab him there, Netrunner, and then like down the bottom there somewhere is the, what's it, the Ripper Dog. So yeah, the Ripper Dog and the Netrunner here have some really great stuff. This is where I bought all my stuff, all my legendary stuff from them. So that is where you want to come and have a look. And then early on they'll have the lower level tiers as well, depending on your level. So back to it, we got Smart Link for our weapons, as well as more quick hack damage, like I said, and RAM regen from utilizing enemies. This one again, we're not really using too much. I mean, it's just more health after killing an enemy, so it does really affect the build in a good way. So I would say the circuitry system and then the frontal cortex is probably the two most important things of all of the stuff over here. The rest is all just added bonuses. So that is going to give you healing and stuff, and it's also going to give you increased damage as well as RAM regen from neutralizing enemy. And then blood pump is another important one for using this one, as we do have blood pump in our tree like we saw earlier, as well as some more quick hack damage. Damage over time doesn't really matter too much, and carrying capacity, obviously nobody's going to argue with that. And then over here I have second heart. You don't need this. It's nice if you are playing on very hard. Sometimes you'll just get randomly killed by something that you don't see or not paying attention, and then something randomly kills you. You come back to life, and then you can just murder them by uploading some quick hacks. And then I have the reinforced tendons for the double jump, as I like getting to places with double jump. Over here we really just pick up stuff for armor. Over there's armor attributes. It's just pure armor pretty much. This one I believe has RAM regen on it. Yeah, it has RAM regen and armor when there's no enemies within 6 meters, which there pretty much never is. So you'll get all of that massive amount of armor from this one. And then this one I think had damage on it, decrease enemy vision. Okay, this one is the optical camo. Doesn't matter too much, but might as well put it in there if you want it in there. Optical camo is a nice little thing to have to like put you into optical camo when you kill stuff. And then the synaptic accelerator, this one does give you quick hack damage, also slows time a little bit. Doesn't matter too much with that slow time, we just really take it for the quick hack damage. We have titanium bones there just for some more armor. And then RAM recoup, this one is really good via receiving damage restores RAM. Obviously you won't be taking effect of that too much, but then the two perks at the bottom, you get 1 max RAM and you get quick hack damage and you get RAM regen for neutralizing enemy. And we have kinetic frame over there. Again, not really too much over there. It's just giving us some more armor and stuff, and mitigation chance when stamina is above 85%. And our stamina is usually pretty high with this, as we aren't really shooting or doing much So it's just nice to have. And then these are some of the most important ones over here. We got our Cyberware Optimizer. I can't even say this. Allows your Quickhacks to deal crit hits. 100% chance, crit chance with Quickhacks. This is really good. And I believe this starts at like -8 max RAM when you don't have it fully leveled up. But just level it up and then you'll get the RAM reductions there. I believe it's also 80% crit chance when it is not fully maxed out. But this one over there is really strong. That's what really, you know, makes your crits, and the crits is going to do the big damage. We got the X-Tux over there just for some max RAM and upload speed as well as damaged out. And then we have the RAM reallocator just to increase our RAM regen, giving us max RAM as well as the current cooldown and everything of this every 15 seconds. Going to give us that bonus. And then at the bottom lines we always have the quick hack damage and the RAM regen from all of this. So that is all our cyberware. We've had a look at our inventory character. Now let's actually have a look at our, what do you call these things, the quick hacks. So these 4 are the only 4 you really need to worry about: Sonic Shock, Short Circuit, Reboot Optics, and Synapse Burnout. And in that order too. You always want to Sonic Shock first, then you want to Short Circuit them, then you want to Reboot Optics, and then you want to Synapse Burnout. That's just going to delete everything. And then these 4 of you is kind of just whatever you want. I put some stuff there to play around with, like ping is also really good if you do like using SMGs. As you see there, 25% lock-on speed with smart weapons against pinged enemies. And you could put a higher tier ping if you want to see some other stuff like highlight quick hack devices, and you can quick hack them through walls. If that is more of your playstyle, go ahead and put that in. But I'd like to use only put the legendary ones on these ones that you need, as it does use more RAM. And the effect only really changes a little bit of the lines. So with the Sonic Shock, you don't need to use the legendary one, just use tier 4. I believe tier 4 is then once you get the cloak enemy from their ally sentry system, causing them to be ignored. So pretty much the enemies, you can kill them right in front of each other and they won't even know. And this only happens at tier 4, I believe under tier 4. So let's see a blue one. Do we have a blue one? Doesn't look like we actually have the blue one, or am I blind? Yeah, no, we don't have the blue Sonic Shock. But yeah, under tier 4 it won't have the cloak effect. And then Short Circuit, you can just have this maxed out as much as you want. The only thing that really changes there is the extra damage for each stack of Cyberware Malfunction, which is another mod I believe we have there, Cyberware Malfunction. Yeah, that's nice to play around with, but there's no enemy that ever survives this combo. So you can actually stack up Cyberware Malfunction as pretty much everything just dies there. Maybe if I can get some of the max stack guys, then I'll go ahead and spam Cyberware on them and hit them with a Short Circuit and see how much damage it actually does to them. And then Reboot Optics over there is just to help with some of our perks with the non-combat quick hacks and things. And then you hit them with the Synapse Burnout. Deals heavy damage, increased by 10% for each RAM unit currently spent, up to a max of 400%. And obviously all of our RAM units will be spent most of the time because we'll be in the overclock mode. So it's going to give them that 400% multiplier all the time. RAM cost for 15 seconds after neutralizing the enemy with this quick hack stacks up to 3 times, which will be all the time as well. So we won't have to use as much health then because it's going to reduce the RAM a little bit more. So we're going to have to, you know, regen health while the RAM's regenning. It's just like a circle of destruction. It's really fun. And then when overclock is active, the damage bonus for Synapse Burnout based on spent RAM increases by 100%. So they'll be up all the time as well. Neutralizing an enemy with this quick hack extends overclock's duration by 5 seconds. I believe that only happens at tier 4 and above. So it's a Synapse Burnout. Do we have Synapse Burnout? There's the purple one. Yeah, it doesn't happen on tier 4. So it has to be tier 5. So that is why it's important to get this one at tier 5. Otherwise, it's not going to increase the duration of your overclock, which is in the Cyberware. No, sorry, not the Cyberware character. Intellect. There it is there. The overclock. Hitting E will activate your overclock. And then killing stuff with that thingamabobber. What's it called? Synapse Burnout. It's going to make them extend the duration. You'll pretty much be deactivating overclock after a fight. It's not going to run out by itself because you'll be killing things so fast and regenerating your health with killing stuff because of our other cyberware, the healing stuff on our system over there. That's insane. The build is really fun. I mean, it is all fully maxed out and decked out to the teeth, but you can start this as soon as you can just start picking up all these pieces. So go out there, have a look for them. Let me know what you think of this build. If I missed anything, chuck down below in the comments. Join the Discord as well. I'm pretty new to the Cyberpunk stuff on the channel. This is my first video on the channel, so I'm really excited to see where these go and how I can get better at making guides for you guys on some builds. I have like a sniper build coming up, a stealthy build, a pistol build. I got a lot of stuff that I actually want to try, and I've never actually tried a melee build on Cyberpunk, so I definitely want to try that next. Check down below if you guys think I should try that straight away. then I'll go ahead and hop into that without knowing anything about melee in Cyberpunk. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. It helps me out so much, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out.